Welcome to the fourth episode of Coffee42, which is titled Memories, A Time for Nostalgia. This episode is going to be divided into two sections. We are firstly going to talk about memories. Then, we are going to talk about the nostalgic feeling and would compare our lives before and after 2020. Let's start off with memories. What are they and how are they created? When I say how memories are created, I am going to talk about the official scientific meaning and the way of it being created or stored in our brains. And I'm going to talk about it from my understanding of it. Shall we begin? So how do memories occur? According to the short form answer that I got from Google, when a specific group of neurons are reactivated. To my understanding, that means when we experience something ages ago, not that far ago, something in the past, neurons activate and store these memories. For example, when you learn something new, it could be either from studying or just someone's name. This new thing you've learned is going to create a link or connection between the neurons in your brain. After these connections are established, the synapses will create new circuits between neurons and remap the brain, thus storing new information. Now, there are two types of memories, the ones that fade away instantly and the ones that last forever. Let's discuss the ones that fade away instantly. Mostly, old memories that are not remembered regularly are replaced by new ones, which tend to be more remembered, such as a new experience that you've just had, big or small. This could be by forgetting to return a phone call, or even forgetting your car keys. But these small things of forgetting a phone call or car keys are just failure of memory retrieval. You tend to remember them almost immediately. However, these short-term loss of memory tend to have a higher consequence than the long-term loss of memory. Let's say you were busy and missed a phone call from someone. You said once you were done, you'll call them back. However, you forgot to call back. This could have a consequence if they are in danger or in need of a favor. And if this issue of forgetting too quick happens every time, it can result to people not trusting you more because you tend to forget everything too quick. You don't have to be ashamed of it. It's not something you do it on purpose. However, you can enhance your memory skills by doing brain games such as crosswords. Everyone is different, so if something doesn't help, then try other things that could or will help you. As time passes, we tend to forget memories more and more. We tend to forget these things that happened long time ago because we don't use them or just don't recall them. These are long-term memory loss. Also, long-term memory loss can lead to other things such as asking same questions repeatedly, forgetting common words, or even saying a word while meaning the other, and many other things. But why do we forget after a while? There's a theory called decay theory, which is self-explanatory. Memories just tend to decay or be forgotten as time passes. However, this doesn't have to be a bad thing, because it could just be a result of you learning something new and not needing that memory anymore. And sometimes it could just be alteration in memory access, where memories are changed in details of how it happened, such as you could have been sad when the memory happened, but when you recall it after a while, you could think that you were happy at the time of when the memory happened. There are some unfortunate ways where people forget memories. It is called dementia, or more specifically, Alzheimer's. To define Alzheimer's disease is a brain disorder that slowly destroys memory and thinking skills, and eventually the ability to carry out the simplest tasks. The first symptoms start in people who are mid-60s. It is really unfortunate for anyone to have this or experience it, and it is more sad to know that there is no cure for it. However, from what I read of Google, there's a pill for Alzheimer's. These pills may help reduce or control some cognitive and behavioral symptoms. I don't know if this is true or no, so don't quote me from what I got from Google. Okay, now we move on to the nostalgic or nostalgia section and life after 2020. I'm not sure if everyone is experiencing the same thing, however, now 2023, after life started to go back to normal, I still feel like it's different. Even if everything is the exact same, there's still that feeling that says there's something off. Everything after 2020 seems like it is fast but slow, like everyone around you is walking in a different pace than yours. So why do you feel this nostalgic feeling? This feeling can't be shaken off. When you enjoy something too much and you forgot that this is going to end rather than just being in the moment, this is where the nostalgic feeling is created. Because it was at a time where you enjoyed life, enjoyed the moment, and never thought about creating a memory of it, but rather just rolled with it. So you say to yourself, I wish if I could go back and truly experience that moment. And it's okay to feel that, we all do. However, being stuck in that past and not moving on will just drag you down. You keep a mindset that you will never be as best as your past, or achieve anything as good as you did before, or even just saying that you will never enjoy something like how you did before. What if we change this mindset and rather than asking questions, we just tell ourselves, I was good in the past, but I will achieve something bigger and better than my past. I enjoyed this memory in the past, but I will start living in the present and create more memorable memories for me to remember. But remembering the past or feeling nostalgia doesn't have to mean that it is something bad. Nostalgia can motivate us. Let's say you're feeling sad, and then you suddenly remember how you were sadder ages ago. This realization that you are progressing will help you to motivate yourself into fighting even more for your happiness or even any other cause. Nostalgia can even make two people come together. Let's say you and this other person fought or got into a disagreement. When you both suddenly remember how throughout the years the majority of them you were nice to each other and give each other lovely gifts, this sudden hit will give you a boost on forgetting this fight, or even agreeing with each other, just to make this moment of annoyance to go away. You can be nostalgic internally, but never live this nostalgia externally. Make this nostalgia just a memory rather than an action. If this nostalgia becomes an action, you will start living in the past and never accepting that it is gone. Now 2023, what is your goal and what is my goal? My goal, I am not sure about my goal. However, I would like to conquer every hobby there is, like being good at multiple things and set an example to anyone that they can do it. And of course, make sure that I live a happy life. When you try to achieve any goal, just remember, when you set out your mind as this solid rock, you will have a hard time accepting anything new or even change. You will be arrogant and want everyone to just have the same mindset as yours. On the other side, when you set your mind as this moldable clay, you start doing what you want to do. You just mold and mold until you are satisfied with what you like. In return, when you become older or reach at a further point in your life, you can rest and look at this piece of art you've just molded your entire life. You can show it to others and set an example of how nothing is impossible, even while having trouble in changing, achieving, or just being stuck in the past. We've reached the end to this episode, and I hope you got an understanding on what memories are and how to stop living in the past. Thank you for tuning in to the 4th episode of Coffee42. Also make sure to recommend any topics you would like me to speak about. Thank you.